Mhm. I'm down in Centennial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually live right across the street from the Denver Temple.
Okay, I know exactly where it's at. I served my mission there.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I lived in and served in Highlands Ranch for 6 or so months. So yeah, I know the Centennial, Littleton area real well.
Yep, that's where I'm at. That's awesome.
Cool.
Let's see, David, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I've gotten through most of it.
Oh, good.
So
I just have some questions.
I have some questions too.
Oh, great.
I've done the best I could. Now I need help.
Great.
So let's see. Mini project. Where is it? There it is. Is that right?
The mini project 9.
Is that it? That looks like it. Okay. All right. So here's what they give you, right? Got a sheet here with name, social security number, hire date, insurance plan, work location, and phone number. Then they give you another blank sheet, which you're supposed to start doing all your getting everything ready for an upload, I guess. So on this sheet, they ask you to bring in the last name, then the first name, then the last 4 digits social security number, the hire date. Then they ask you to calculate how many years they've been employed. Employed, IED, well, something there. Anyway, okay.
Just do a spell check.
So,
yes.
So just to back up real quick, is that the last 4 or the first 4 of the social security?
That is the last 4.
Okay.
Last 4.
Yeah, just make sure you edit that
change your
header
title there.
Oh, yeah. Did I do that wrong? Did it ask for last or first?
Let's see here. Looks like
probably asked for last, but
yeah, it definitely asked for last. It looks like you've got the last in there. You just need to change that title.
Okay. I was writing them fast as I was watching the video.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too.
So
yeah, I've got all sorts of errors in here.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
I got you. When I'm going to the video, I'm just typing away, trying to get it formatted somewhat. Yeah. So.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so, and then some other stuff here. So let's start the first one. It's asked for the last name. So if I click on that cell, I did from the left side.
We did it the same.
That's left awesome. Of the sheet A. And then I did a find from the comma back one. So if you Tucker, if you watch the tutorial, it says you can go from the left and then count how many numbers and say take that many, whatever's in that, okay. or you do a find within there, nested in there, to find a reference point, which is the comma, and then I minused 1 because I wanted 1 less than that comma spaces.
Go back to your sheet 1.
So Ambrose is separated by a comma and a space, then the first name, Amber.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
So if I just said from the left, I'd have to count how many digits over, but then it wouldn't work for everybody else.
Right, exactly.
So then I said, okay, so instead of counting digits, I'm going to put a find function in for that spot.
Find the comma.
Find the comma and go back 1, and that gives me how many digits to count out for the name. So
cool.
So I did that for that. Now here's where I had trouble. The first name. I tried to do it from the right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but I don't know how to reference to change for all the rest. You can see I'm getting.
So do we I see. Okay, so go back to your sheet 1 again.
So
since I haven't done assignment 17, I'm kind of like not like
yeah,
really
you'll be
helping,
pretty
but
lost. Yeah.
So I guess the first question.
I do know some better maybe tips that would work. So if you will insert two columns between A and B.
Okay.
So highlight column A.
Oh, you're just going to separate the two, aren't you?
Try to do column to text.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of what
that's part of it.
That's part of it, right? So I think that might be an easier way. I mean, obviously you can do your left to find the last name, but to get the first name, it may be a little trickier, and it may be easier to do text to columns, and separate it, because you can separate it. You can say, you can separate it by the comma, and then it will put the last name in column B and the first name in column C. So it'll separate it for you, and then you can just call those columns on your data for upload sheet. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember how to do that one.
So go to data.
Yeah, that does work.
Text to columns. There it is. That's okay. So now, delimited. Do we want to do the fixed things, or do you
do delimited?
Okay.
And then you'll select the comma.
That's what separates it. Okay.
So that's the other thing. Do the space as well. There you go. And then it gets rid of all those spaces, and then hit next.
Destination.
Put it
I have to pick.
You got to click that. Yeah, there you go.
And then you can.
Okay. And then hit finish.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess that demonstrates our practice of what we've learned, right?
Yeah.
Because I was having a heck of a time trying. They showed you how to do mid, but the right they never really showed with something that wasn't exactly the right number,
right,
of digits.
Yeah.
I wonder. I just had an idea, because it looks like there might be a space. Oh no, that's not going to work.
Yeah, the space problem is when you do a find function, it comes from the left all the time.
Right.
And he did a find this and then find that and take the difference from that, but there's no two areas to take the difference from.
Right, because it's coming from the left.
Yeah.
I think it's just easier and better.
I mean, yeah, I like that.
You're cleaner this way, I feel. I mean,
the only problem is there's no you can't, if you were to add more names, it wouldn't automatically update without
okay, is that one of the stipulations?
Hard coding?
I don't know if it necessarily is, but that's just one reason why you'd use the functions over the text to columns.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if that's what they want. Yeah.
Now, could I do the text to columns to the second sheet instead of this sheet? Probably could have, right?
Probably.
Then I'd be done, right?
Yep.
Instead of having to now reference that. So, which is what I'll probably do now. I'll go back and do text to columns.
What I'll do too.
And then just pick this. Instead of doing it here on this sheet, I will put it right in where it's supposed to go here.
Right.
Last and first name's already set up for it. So
I think that's what I'll do too. It's just easier. And it doesn't say anything about it needing to. It also didn't say. It also did say in the video that it does not need to follow the standards of professionalism. Since it's going to go into the data or the upload for the software. So I wonder if that's kind of what they were hinting at.
Yeah, so I don't have to go clean all this up and do whatever, correct my spelling or anything, right? So,
Well, yeah, I'd probably correct your spelling, but
I probably should.
Yeah, but
okay.
it doesn't need to have colors. But also, I think since it's just going into a software, I don't think it needs to automatically update.
So I am going to.
So I think that's what I'm going to do too. It's just
okay. So you're going to do text to column from the second sheet, but make it land in the first sheet. Is that?
Yeah, in your data upload.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
So I'll have to do that over again, won't I? So I'll have to go. Oops, that wasn't it. Come on, Control Shift down. Okay, so text to column. Eliminated this, comma, space. Next, pick my spot, which is going to be my data sheet now. Then finish. Destination reference you can't do it to another sheet.
Oh, really?
Destination reference is not valid. It has to be on the same sheet. Maybe they said that.
Same sheet.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
Well, that's a bummer.
That is. Okay, well, guess we'll just copy and paste. Well,
I mean, you could. I mean, you could call it using formula. I mean, just equal. This cell equals this cell, instead of hard coding it. So you could, just reference the data upload or the sheet one.
So I'll just go in here
and data upload. So yeah, that one equals the sheet one. Exactly.
And
then drag that over and drag it down. You'd be set like a rubber jet.
Rubber jet. Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's what I'm going with, I guess. Now, last 4 digit Social Security. All I did is from
the right.
I did from the right 4 digits.
Cool.
Sheet 1. Do I need to do a value formula for this one, or does it matter? You know what I mean?
I don't
right
think
now
it
it's text still.
Yeah, you might as well.
I'll stick
up
here
to put the value. Yeah.
All right. Double parenthesis. And enter. So it moves it over to the right side for a real number. You see that? Then they're all values instead of texts. Tucker's looking lost. Did you see that?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. All right. So that's what I did for Social Security. Hire date, I just referenced the sheet, brought it right in. Any difference there? Any thoughts on that? It said to do a link. Is that a link? When I went through the video, they says, here's a hint, use a link to bring your date in. So a link is just referencing.
Hire date.
Because that's all I did was reference sheet 1 and followed on down from the hire date. Boom. Anyway.
I mean, are they talking about like using like a VLOOKUP type of reference? I mean,
that was the only thing. What does link mean? Link, I'm linking them. Yes, I linked them together.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it meant by that. Wait, so what did you do? You just...
All I did was say this equals sheet 1, this cell, and then copied it down. Because all you need to do is bring in the hire date, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why they'd need to do anything.
But anyway, That was the only thing in the video and why I wrote that link up there, because they said use a link. Okay, they're all links, aren't they? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe said link so that you didn't like copy and paste it, basically.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see what you go. All right. Then calculate the years employed. Okay, I'm curious. Did anybody? Oh, well, what I did is I said equals today minus D3, the higher date, divided by 365.
And that'll give you the years employed.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it worked.
It works.
And that today should change with whatever day you open this sheet up, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah, so it'll always stay up to date.
Which I don't know if that was supposed to do that or not. Let's see what it said. Mini project, it said, where is it?
It says on column E,
calculate number of years. Okay. To the decimal point. I just changed the decimal point.
Okay.
Create a formula in sheet 1, which I didn't need to if I did it this way. That's the thing. It says create a formula in sheet 1, which is the original data, that automatically calculates today's date. Okay. Then, if the employee has been in the company, well, so on and so on.
Mm-hmm.
I did that, and I'm going, why am I doing this on first sheet? I can just do it all in this cell back here.
Right. I don't know why they'd want you to do it in the first sheet. Automatically calculates today's date.
Yeah. Huh. Anyway, up to thought there.
Okay.
Did I, only thing I would do different is I would do it up front there and then just say this equals what I did up front, but on the first sheet. Anyway, that's what I did. You guys can decide if that's good or bad and think about it.
Okay.
Then I went and did my selected. I went over to data validation. All right. Oh, no, not data validation.
Conditional formatting?
Conditional formatting. And I did, it asked you for anything greater than or equal to 10, do it in green. So I had to go down here to more rules and found that that cell value should be greater than or equal to, and then I just put 10 in that spot and I formatted it to green and okay. So everything's green. It's greater than or equal to 10. Then it said anything under, what was it? 2 years? Something like that. Anyway, do another format of that. Highlight. Where is it? It says.
You can go to manage rules and.
Well, I'm adding another one. So I just. Where is it? I'm trying to read it. This shows. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's further. I'm getting ahead of myself, but that's further down in here. Okay, that is number 4. Calculate number of years to decimal point. Okay. Then if the employee is 10 years or more, the cell should be great. And also if the employee is 2 years, less than 2 years. So
seriously?
For 90 days, I haven't got it. Here's my main question. Do you have 3 that are qualified on that 3rd level for that month that you're in? Or confusing.
Yellow. Okay. Okay. Right. So yeah. I did it twice. Can you do it? Just add it in one formula, or you have to do it twice, like I did? I think you have to do it twice.
Yeah, you have to do it twice.
So this
You're
the bottom.
Formatting them differently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just the bottom 4 or 5 or less than 2 years, and they're in yellow. So that's what I did there. Eligibility. It said I did an if statement. I said if E3, if this value in this cell is greater than or equal to 10, then yes, a Y.
Yep.
And if not, then an N. So that's what I did and filled that on down.
Okay, awesome.
Good.
Okay, insurance. Okay, I'm stuck on this one.
Insurance plan data needs to be numerical.
Yeah, I got one in there, and I did an if statement, so I'm not sure how to do this because there's 3. Can you do 3 if statements in one cell?
Yeah, you just have to do ifs.
Ifs. Is there ifs? There is an ifs.
Just add an S to that if right there.
I didn't know there was an ifs.
You can do multiple. Well, basically, it's not like
it's not.
It's not. Yeah. So it's. I take that back. It's like it's basically saying you're trying to get multiple criteria is what it is.
I'm gonna just.
So what's the instruction for this column?
So
if G, right?
If it's a single employee, it's a 1. If it's a single plus spouse, it's a 2. If it's a family, it's a 3. So on the original sheet, it shows up here, family, employee only, employee plus spouse. So there's the 3 different things. So if I go and you say ifs equals ifs.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ifs. Because that would basically say.
Because it's a text you're trying to compare it to.
Right.
Here if it's.
Which I did with the if. I put it in parentheses and it come out all right for at least one of them. So I don't know what ifs does.
It just basically gives you.
You just keep going, huh?
Yeah.
So I could go.
Extension of the if function.
So if equals.
So if.
Is this?
Yeah, you would want to. Yeah. Your insurance plan.
And sheet 4. I lost my. Okay, if the cell F4 is comma, let's say family.
Well, no. You would say equals.
Oh. So equals
quote family.
Family unquote.
Yeah, comma.
Then it's going to be family is a 3.
So, yeah, then you'd be 3.
Oh, quote again, right? You got to put quotes.
No, you can do 3. No, yeah, you can just do 3. Then comma. And then select your F4 cell again.
So do it again. Okay.
Yeah, select your F4. So F4 equals.
And then next one will be employee only. Is that going to be in quotes? Yeah, it's got to be in quotes.
Yeah. Actually, I think this will work.
Space only
quote
comma that employee only is a 1,
and then comma,
and then another if again, right?
So you would do
then another cell, get the cell again, right? Yep.
I think so.
Equals. What did we miss out? Employee plus spouse.
Employee plus spouse. Yep.
How did you guys get the multiple ifs?
Just start writing IFS.
Because I don't have. I only have if error, and if NA.
Yeah, if you just ifs,
I
IFS.
don't have ifs. I'll have to figure it out a different way.
You don't have. You can't like just type it in.
No, it just gives me just if error, and if NA. I don't have ifs.
It won't let
That's
you
weird.
just type it.
No, it won't. If I try to type, it doesn't bring anything up. No functions.
Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, try that. Bring that down.
It did it.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
You don't have ifs.
I don't have ifs.
I don't know what to tell you. I was going. I couldn't figure anything out until you said there was an ifs. So,
I wonder if I just keep doing commas, if it'll do another logical test
on the if statement.
Yeah, I mean, if you type in and you just type it in equals IFS, open parentheses, you should be able to do it like that. I mean, you could at least try, and then it'll give you error if it won't.
Right. Yeah, that's weird.
What Excel version are you running?
He's a Mac guy.
No, I'm using a PC.
Okay.
I think it's 2013.
Yeah, you should be good there.
Yeah, I downloaded the one that they offered on the school site is what I did for this class. So.
Let me see if I can do.
Because I was running
able to
10 before.
I don't know if it's gonna let me. I don't have an ifs. That's so weird.
That is weird.
I'll figure it out.
Well, if you do, let us know, because I couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
I didn't know what else. I was trying the if thing.
Justin, do you go up to your formulas ribbon? And go to logical. And click on logical. Is there no ifs in there?
There's no ifs. There's and false if error, if NA, not or true XOR.
Really?
That's it. Wonder if I can. No.
Yeah, mine goes and false if error, if NA, and then IFS.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Too.
And then not.
Nope, I'm missing that ifs.
No way.
Yeah, weird.
That is super strange. I would email Brother Stewart on that. Be like, any help
any
here?
Suggestions what to use here?
Yeah, because that is strange. I mean, I've used ifs for a long time.
Okay. Weird. Okay. Well, I'll figure it out.
Well, I'll have to think through that one too, in case I figure something. All right. Let's go to the city, which I just did a substitute. Well, let's back up. First, I did a left of sheet 1, G4. So the city is over here. So I did a left, and I did the same thing. I found the comma and then backed up from there so it would copy down the names, just like we did originally in looking up the first name or last name before. So I did that for the city. So then it told you to down later to substitute Rigby for Rexburg. So then I nested that. So I put substitute in there in parentheses, and I put look for Rigby in quotes and put in Rexburg, which it did. So went and took it all. That's why that's got that big long formula for that, because there's 2 steps in one column there. So the first step was to bring it in. The second step was to change it to Rexburg. So.
Gotcha.
Okay.
My original formula was just this one here and this little quotes on the left serum. Then I added substitute. which I've decided I like substitute better than, what's the other one? Yeah, look, find or search or something.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah, find.
Okay, so that's what I did for the city. Idaho, the state was easy because
Only 2 letters.
only 2 letters.
Uh-huh.
You just do a mid.
So I did a mid with 2 letters from the commas and things. Let's go back and make sure that's what I did. So I did a mid with a find for 2 letters. So I found the comma again, and then I did +2 to get over to it from the comma, and then I did 2 letters after that. So
Awesome.
zip code. I did a right because it's all on the right.
Yep.
5 letters. So, and then I did a value for that one. Don't know if it just nested that one with a value formula, brought it over to the right. Okay, phone number.
And you said a right function will not let you use a find because it finds from the left.
Well, it will usually find, but it's just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, it's kind of hard
because the find starts from the left where you're looking from the right. So you have to reference, and there's only, again, which one are we talking about here? Idaho or?
No, yeah, I was just.
No, I fought with that find, trying to get that first name in on the first column, you know.
I was just trying to think back from the name there.
Yeah, that's why I gave up on the name, because I couldn't figure out a formula to take away the 2 finds to get the amount of number to count for the name.
Right.
Unless you can reference the space after, but that means there's 2 spaces you're looking for in the thing. In the example on the video, they had 2 spaces, which made it easy for him, you know, which is uncommon. So he was able to use the double space as a reference, since it was the only one with double spaces. It's like a comma. So anyway, that's what I did there. It says to bring the phone number in, which is fine. I just referenced the front sheet. But then it said to add the area code for according to the city. So
yeah,
I didn't know how to do that in 1 column. I did it in 2 columns.
Nah.
How do you do that? Because when I do it in 1 column,
like one of my favorite functions.
Okay. My problem was trying to get the dash in there.
Yeah, no, that's
okay,
easy.
So show me.
Okay, so
if I go here.
Yeah, just go to column. So you need it in the phone number.
Well, they want to add this. See that this, if it's Rexburg 208, if it's not, it's 719. That's how I did it.
Okay.
Since there's only 2 values, I used an if statement.
Okay.
So I've got that out here in this column, but I've got, how do I attach?
So
do I just do an and?
In column L needs to have the phone number with the area code. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So let's try it in M first.
Yeah, there's my M. That's what came out when I just added the 2 together.
Yeah, so you're gonna go up to your text, your text bar. No, yeah, right there, in your
just function formula.
Right below. Yep. Right there.
Text. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So go to concat.
Oh yeah, one. That's what this one is over here. Concat. I got this in N. There's concat.
So, it's easier for me to do it the way that instead of typing that in the formula bar, to use it up, to click on the formulas ribbon and click it there, because it actually brings up a box, and that you can do it in the box instead of doing it in the formula bar. And it's
go. So let's go back up here then. It's in text concat.
So do that concat, and it should be
up there under code.
Yeah, it's like 5 down.
Come on, get out of my way thing.
Right there. Nope. You went
one below that.
There's
it's short. That's why.
Yeah. So so it brings up this little box.
Okay.
The text 1 is going to be column K.
Column K, right?
Well, but I had to create column K. How do I do it without having to create column K?
It should bring
Can
it
I
all
put
into
my
the
formula
thing.
in there?
Yeah, or you can do a value.
Because I had to create a formula.
You could do it on. You could do the calculations on sheet 1 and then pull it in from sheet 1 if you wanted to.
Or you can throw a value function on K. If you're just wanting the, well.
You know what I mean? Let me show you. Because I got to cancel.
So K and L, are you saying K and L should be 1 column?
Yes, is what I thought it meant, because it said to put it in K, the phone number in K.
Yeah, it looks like that's what we want.
But it said to add the zip code to it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I brought it in and then added zip code, then I have to do this if statement to bring in the.
This should work. So let's edit this. No, you leave that there. I would leave that there. So go back, escape out of that. Yeah, there you go. So just go right before the if.
And do the con. Should I go to the formula bar and do it that way?
No, you can do it there.
It's
fine.
CON, yeah.
Concat. There it is.
Is it concat or?
That's the one that they went over in the lesson.
Concatenate.
Concatenate is the one that I want.
Yeah, they went over that in assignment 17.
So cut that, and then the comma of sheet 1.
Well, I think it's actually.
See, there's what I got.
Okay, so go back up to that K.
So that put it together, but how do I get a dash in 208 now?
Yeah. Okay. So go to the right before sheet 1. So right before that comma, or right after the comma. Yeah, right after the comma. Parentheses. Or I'm sorry. Delete that. I'm sorry. Quotation marks is what I meant to say. Dash. Quotation marks. Comma.
Oh, so it's adding that in there first.
And then hit enter.
There we go. That did it all at once. So now I can delete that, all this other stuff. Copy down. And it did it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All right.
And I think that's the end of the assignment.
Cool.
Let me check. Let's see here.
Please keep all the formulas that you use for future reference and use.
So how did we do this? We got to remember.
Right. And then you've already labeled it data for upload. And then that's it. All right. Cool. I've got another meeting.
Okay. So everybody got a good idea of how to do it now? So
yeah, no, that's great.
Now, what did we decide back here? Sorry. How did I get the first and last names? Oh, I did 2 columns, then copied over. Okay, I had that. Okay. That's right. I say, why does that look right now?
But I wonder if we have to use like a left and a right like we did in the city and state and zip.
Mike says, I have no problem doing the left, but the right
where
was
else
a
will we
problem.
use the text to column? And I mean, we use that.
Yeah, we were shown that.
I mean, I personally would use the text to column because it's much easier and cleaner for me. You know, you don't have to like rack your brain of using a left and a right formula. It's simple, like just text a column, reference the new cells, you know, and be on your way kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, that was the only thing, was just that if you were to go in and add another name, you'd have to do another text to column for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whereas if you had the formula, it would just automatically add it. But
yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, I got to get going. I've got
All right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, David.
Hey,
Travel
thanks.
safe.
Yeah.
All right. See you Tuesday then. So.
All right.